Samantha. Viewer Sumo. Man, you guys was fast. Samantha's first. We gotta come up with like a prize. What's happening over here? Hi, Leah. Showtime. Dude, I was almost late myself. I'm still working on my vanity. If you know, you know. Man, you guys are fat. Look at that. 53 that quick. You guys are good. Hi, Chaos. I need a Chaos coordinator today. Welcome all in. Well, you guys, while we're waiting for people, tap the screen. Send your heart me if you're not yet part of the team. Do your potty breaks now. We need to get you a snack. Make sure you follow if you aren't following all the great fun stuff. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's going by fast. All right, that fast. Your team has completed the first stage of the team quest. Congratulations. Let's move to the next one. No, I'm going to turn off invites for this. Just because there is so much to do and to go over and to get through that I want to stay focused. Did you guys all have a good day? My skin is so dry. Thank you, Grendel. Thank you guys for joining the team. Man, you guys are killing it on the team. Yes, my good Monday. Just got on right now. We have not even started. I'm still doing my hellos. I like to try to give everyone a few minutes to come on because this is a lot. I'm going to read to you guys the court documents from today's case, from today's hearing. And as I go through on certain things, I will explain those things, but I don't want to do it a bunch of times. So, you made it just in time, love. Ooh, hold on now. I made gooey butter cake. Oh, I may have to catch a flight. No, we don't have to turn the comments off. I'm not going to be reading comments when I'm reading the documents. I won't be reading comments. But what I'm going to do, because there's so much, excuse me, I'll read them and they'll kind of go through and explain things. For those of you guys that are new here, if you guys don't follow me, my name is Angie. I've been a social worker for 30 years. Oh my God, just hit 31. Anyways, so 30 years. 20 of those years I spent doing family social work. So in the midst of all of this that we're kind of talking about here, the last 10 years I have worked in youth and young adult justice involved social work, including a couple years in community protection. So I'm very well versed on the court documents that we are going to read today and go over. I also want to let it, thank you so much you guys for the gifts. I also want it to be known that court records are public information. And so it's not that I was digging, and I did ask if it was okay if I read them. Now, I want to start by saying, because I was sent this video from Bree probably at least 20 times today, where she says, ha ha ha, so what, he spent all that money to get visitation moved to Texas for 1 month. It's a much bigger picture than that. Everything that happens from when they went to court originally all the way through when they go to court in February all plays a role. All of this is going to play a part in the decision that is made in April. So it absolutely 100% makes a difference on the ruling that happened today. We're going to go through and be able to I'll tell you guys all the rules that were broken. Technically, they could be contempt charges. Natasha, you reached level 9. Congratulations, love. So we'll kind of go through that. I'm going to read through absolutely all of them. I'm only 7 minutes in. You're not late, love. Kelly, you are right on time. I haven't even started I got the court docs pulled up. I haven't even started reading them yet. I was trying to give everyone a few minutes to come in. Someone asked about court today, and she literally said she had better things to do. We all have our priorities in life, you know? We all got our priorities. No, you guys aren't late. Thank you so much, Megan. I will say, too, if you guys could do me a favor, I'm never one that you guys never have to gift me while you're here. If that's something you like to do, that's great. But I have a feeling there's going to be a few people that are not going to like the fact that I'm reading this information, because said people have not even most likely seen this themselves. And so if it starts, thank you so much, if it starts lagging, it's because I'm getting reported. So if you guys could do me a favor, just keep tapping the screen, keep commenting. That's one of the reasons why I don't want the comments off. The more engagement we have, the more likely it is that I won't get, thank you so much, that I won't get flagged, okay? We love the TikTok shop. I get my cup from the TikTok shop, my best lip gloss that there is out there, my dresser, y'all can't see, but get it all from there. Okay, the other thing too, just because I don't want to be disrespectful, I will not be able to thank everybody for the gifts, so if you guys gift me while I'm reading this, I will do it at the end, but please know I love and appreciate all of it. Again, not something you have to do, but I definitely, yeah, I should be good. I think I have, like 5 in here. So I should be good. If not, you guys can let me know. All right, you guys ready? Yes, thank you guys. 638 people in here. Nope, Amber, you're not late. I have not read one word yet. So, my Diet Coke. Okay, so today's hearing was for what I thought it was going to be, was to have a visitation moved to Texas. I had always said it was either that or to stop visitation altogether, which I feel like there was grounds to do. But he had put in a request to move visitation to Texas so that Winter does not have to fly to California. We all know the outcome. That was granted. That was granted for a number of different reasons. One, she just didn't show up today. Anytime you file any type of court hearing and the other person does not show up, you're granted what you get. Had he requested to have visitation stopped, it would have been granted because she did not even show for the Zoom call. That's going to be a huge, and she does not have an attorney. It'd be one thing if she had an attorney and her attorney showed up on her behalf, but she does not even have an attorney. This is 1 month before their final hearing goes on. Yeah, I saw that. The clerical error was her. This was not about a clerical error. This was about moving an emergency order to move visitation. Okay? So, I'm going to start reading, so I'm going to stay out of comments so I can focus on this. The ex parte relief sought by petitioner. So John is the petitioner. Bree is the respondent. On January 15, 2025 is set forth as below. An order modifying the October 31st, 2024 stipulation and order as the requirement that respondent visits occur in Los Angeles. So as the order that respondent shall exercise her 1 week long visitation periods in Garland, Texas, where the minor child resides. Now I know that that's just going to absolutely chap her hide because she's so proud that her child is a resident of LA. He is no longer a resident of LA. It is official. Winter is now a resident of Garland, Texas. Number 2, or B. That the court make a finding that that respondent, Bree, has violated the 1031, I'm just going to say the last order so I don't have to keep reading dates. The order as to A, the order prohibited respondent from disparaging petitioner and his family members on social media or allowing third parties to do so. Meaning she has broke that. That was proven today that she has broke that rule that she was not allowed to do. B, the order prohibiting respondent, Bree, from disclosing the minor child Winter's location on social media, and or the order prohibiting respondent from introducing romantic partners to Winter. She broke both of those as well. It's on my phone, so I have to go back and forth. I want you guys to be like, dang, she can't read. No, I just have to move back and forth. C, an order prohibiting respondent from discussing any aspects of the instant parentage case on social media. She broke that. D, an order that respondent shall be prohibited from consuming alcohol or any other substances within 12 hours prior or during her parenting time. She broke that. An order that respondent shall not allow any third party around Winter who respondent knows has been or is consuming or have consumed any drugs or alcohol within 12 hours prior or during the respondent's parenting time with Winter. She broke that. An order prohibiting respondent from having access to firearms during her parenting time with Winter or allowing third parties with access to firearms to be around Winter during respondent's parenting time. She broke that. An order prohibiting respondent from allowing let me see. Allowing affiliation. That's a huge gang of people. Picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. So she's not allowed to have anybody affiliated in that to be around Winter during her parenting time. She broke that. Alternately, an order shortening the time for a hearing on the affirmative, the last word is cut off. So those are the rules so far that she has. They were in the thing that she has all broke. So I want to make sure that we're all on the same. We're all on the same page. I can move on. For those of you guys just joining, court was this morning. The court was held on Zoom. It was to have Winter's visitation moved to Texas instead of California. And she did not show. She did go on TikTok and say that she had better things to do. I'm not sure if she just doesn't care. If she was, I'm not sure why, but no, she did not show, which means everything was automatically granted, but they still had held the hearing, and that list was all the things that she has broken thus far. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move along just because there is a lot. She does not have a lawyer. I saw that comment really fast. Because if she had an attorney and her attorney showed up on her behalf, then it would have been okay. But her attorney didn't show up, or she doesn't have an attorney. She keeps saying that she's going to hire an attorney the beginning of April, and it's a personal injury attorney. It's related to ET in some way, shape, or form, and that she's then going to request a continuance because she has a new attorney. That's not going to work in her favor either, just because she's been talking about doing this for months. So, all right. This comes in the middle, so I'm not 100% sure of what this is talking about because I haven't read this yet. If not corrected, it gives a law of code issue on January 15th. Not only... hold on. How do I turn off my invites? Let me see. Does anybody, can someone tell me how to turn off my invites so they quit popping up? Well, Leah, CPS is not involved with her because she doesn't have custody of her son. So CPS would have to be involved with John, not with her. Nobody knows. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know how to turn them off. I'll just have to do them. Okay, quick recap before I go on to the next one. Again, they had court today to move it over to, oh wait, go to where you're, again, they had court today to move it over to, oh wait, go to where you're going to battle, hit the settings and turn off. Wait, where I go to battle? I don't even know how to battle, love. Oh, settings, hold on. Hear your voice, monitors. Wait, oh, comment settings. Wait, oh, comment settings, hold on. Oh no, I want comments. Well, that's okay. I'll just delete them because it'll take me forever. Anyways, so everything so far has been granted that Winter will no longer be going to LA. If you guys can keep selecting, if you guys can keep tapping, it might have been because I was in there. Just keep tapping the screen. We can always move over there. And then we went through the, is it lagging really bad? I can reset. You guys want me to reset? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reset. I'll come right back here. So I'm going to close off and I'm going to come right back. So you guys just come right back here. Wait, it's better? You guys are good? Wait, what's happening? Good now, good now, good now, good now, good now. Okay, so we'll stay here. If it happens again, we'll... Okay. Okay, so we're good. Okay. As presently issued, Exhibit C reflects the opposite of the ex parte order sought by petitioner, notwithstanding that the January 15th minutes or exhibit state the ex parte is granted. Again, that's just stating that he's there granting what 2K is requesting. The ex parte request for order filed by petitioner January 15th set for the circumstances warranting a court order limiting respondent's visit to occur only in Garland, Texas, where the minor child resides. If not corrected, this is where she might have been thinking there's a if not corrected, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, if not corrected, issued by January 15th, rather than limits the respondent's visits. Basically, it's just going to limit her visits. The court could not have intended to issue an ex parte order liberalizing respondents' visits when such orders were not sought by petitioner's ex parte request for order, nor by respondents filed in respondent's fact, but an order liberalizing respondents' visit. Basically, it's a long mumbo jumbo of words, basically saying that they didn't know at the time when they put in the request to have visits in California. They couldn't foresee that Winter was going to have problems with his ears. So that is why it was granted at the time, and it is now changed. This doesn't have anything to do with her breaking all of those rules. I think that came about because she didn't show and a few other things. Social media harassment. Recently, respondent has been live streaming herself, coaxing other content creators and anyone online to appear at our custodial exchange in order to squabble with John. She has no qualms about speaking ill of me and my family online and inciting violence upon me at the hands of strangers. 22. Respondent has recently gone on TikTok to let other people know that I would be in Los Angeles in January 2025 for her visitation week and encouraging him to show up to exchanges with me. I think he meant encouraging them to show up to threaten him. That's when he was down there for his birthday party, all that stuff. Since October 31st, 2024, stipulation commencing in late 2024 through about the first week or two of 2025, I have been bombarded with insults and threats by maybe correspondence. There's something over the word, so I'm trying to guess by what I can see. And online users that were associated with the respondent. They would directly message me. They would directly message me, where they can, and hurl insults at me, making comments about me as Winter's father, as an individual. Which page? And the effect, her connections may have with Winter and his safety. I think there's it's skipping some line, some of the lines are missing. It's not going in flow, but basically he's been gone through a whole bunch of harassment online, dealing with all of this stuff. Turn my phone this way. Then it made it smaller. Okay, but thank you, love. Because I'm struggling. Let me see here. She has built a persona online as an instigator and someone who enjoys providing viewers with personal, private, and information as to her current location, this court case, Winter's location, etc., as well as respondents continues to defend and associate with content creators whose fan base thrive off of this drama. It's crazy because this was written up in January 15th of 2025. Look at what just happened over this weekend. That just puts into perspective legitimately everything that she just did this entire weekend. Late December 2024, excuse me. Oh, this is getting good. Late December 2024, respondent live streamed her friends known as Santos, Texas Airbnb location where Winter was spending time with respondent during her visit. During their stay at this Airbnb, respondent and Santos, who is 19 years old, were live on social media, and I understand police were called to Ash's property to investigate underage drinking. After respondent Ash and Santos were live on social media drinking alcohol and underage drinking. More recently, on 1/12/2025, it was brought to my attention that a separate Airbnb host where respondent and Santos had been staying in San Antonio, Texas, had filed a claim for $12,000. $12,000? Oh my God, sorry. In damages for property damage as a result of their parties. $12,000. I was notified by respondent that this same Airbnb would be the place of the custodial exchange in Texas, and where Winter would be staying during respondent's parenting time while Winter recovers from his ear infections. As a result, I was ridden with worry and concern during respondents' parenting time with winter. Yeah, absolutely. So that time is when, during the time when they had the whole party with Santos and Ash and what's her, Miss Gold and another girl. They were, they were, well, you can turn off, oh, I just had to turn it off enough and TikTok gave me the invitation. So I turned it off. So that's the time that he's talking about, is when they were having all those parties. She was going to have winter there, apparently. Xandra. I knew I would get it. And Valet, yep, Valet was there. That's when Valet was introduced. That's how she came into this whole thing. $12,000. I love the TikTok shop in my cup. This truly is the absolute best cup you can get. And they even come in miniature size for your kids. I got the links. I'll put them up later if you want them. Okay, let's continue. There's 3 pages left, but the last one is just like checkbox, and I'll read off the check boxes of, what she was accused of. Angie looks at likes. What do you mean? Anyways, okay, let me focus. The court finds that, thank you, Angel. The court finds that respondent has violated the 12/31/24 orders as to A, the order prohibiting respondent from, thank you, respondent from disparaging petitioner and his family members on social media or allowing third parties to do so. The order prohibiting respondent from disclosing the minor child Winter's location on social media. The order prohibiting respondent from introducing romantic partners from Winter. Remember, I love all the hearts. Thank you guys so much. Do you guys remember when, this was a couple boyfriends ago, if you guys follow me, you know, I said I would be shocked. She kept calling him like stepdad, and she said she was going to be pregnant by him, and then he ended up leaving Chicago, right? Nope, not Chairs, before him. Before Chairs. The guy with the missing tooth. That she was always trying to hide the face. She said that they knew each other before, so it was different. That one. Well, remember, she had Winter around him. She's not allowed to do that. She also had Winter around Valet. Now, she's not allowed to do that either. Now, granted, I actually felt better that she had Valet there, because even though Valet has done the thing she does, Valet actually has a natural motherly instinct, and I actually felt better that Winter had her around. So I just want to put that out there. Okay. The order orders that respondent shall be prohibited from discussing any aspects of the instant parentage case on social media. So she is not to come onto social media and discuss her case at all. I did want to verify to make sure that I could discuss this. I can, because it's public record, and I'm not mom or dad, so I am able to talk about this. The court order that respondent shall be prohibited from consuming, from drinking, or using any other substances within 12 hours prior or during respondent's parenting time. The court orders the respondent shall not allow any third parties around Winter who respondent knows are consuming and or using any substances within 12 hours prior or during respondent's parenting time with Winter. The court orders that respondent shall be prohibited from, from having access to any pews around during her parenting time with Winter, or allowing other people to be around that have pew views around during the time. The court orders that respondent shall be prohibited from allowing people with affiliations or or anybody with a felony to be around Winter. And that was added. Before, that wasn't there. It was just the affiliations. And so now no convicted felons as well during her parenting time. Okay, so we'll finish up here. Since our October 31st, 2024 stipulation commencing in late 2024, about the first week or two of 2025. Oh wait, this is the same. Wait a minute. Did I read that? Oh nope, it might just be. Oh, I think it's mixed up. On another occurrence, respond. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is where we're going into the Perez Hill. No way. You guys, 500,000 likes. You guys are gonna need L&I for your fingers. Thank you guys so much. I so appreciate everybody that's here and watching and tapping so we don't get reported by the person that doesn't want this read. I definitely appreciate absolutely everybody here. And I will, once I read this last page, I will answer questions, and we can break down if there's certain parts of this that you guys want broke down. We can do that as well, okay? So, since our October 31st, 2024 stipulation, commencing in late 2024, through about the first week or two of 2025, I've been bombarded with insults, threats, and by content creators and online users that were associated with the respondent. They would directly message me where they can and hurl insults at me, making comments about me being Winter's father, saying if he is even Winter's father, as an individual and fellow content creator. Number 24. On another occurrence, respondent participated in a TikTok live video interview with celebrity gossip columnist Perez Hilton. During this interview, she spoke candidly about the details of our court case and our relationship. It is not an exaggeration to say that she expelled tremendous effort to paint me in a terrible light during this interview. Additionally, I recently transferred social media platforms from TikTok to Snapchat as a means of to earn income. Around that time of the transfer, respondent jump-started a series on Snapchat Shorts to speak ill of me and yet another platform. Not a day goes by where I am not tagged on social media by her followers. I cannot live my life without hearing about what the respondent is doing online or who she is with. I do my best to ensure that Winter is always provided the same safe and comfortable environment that I provide when he is not in my custody. However, as much as my life revolves around Winter and respondent's parenting time, I prefer to not live in constant fear that someone online with ill intent. I am fully aware of the ramifications behind providing online viewers with one location. I'm not sure what that means. Respondent is aware of these consequences, and she is not new to social media yet. And it cut off the very last line. Thank you guys so much for having 2.1k people in here. You guys are absolutely amazing. And then this is the very last page. And it just says a temporary emergency ex parte order. Visitation for parenting time is for the respondent, Brianna Lynn Olson. Respondent. 2. What box is checked here? Findings. Temporary emergency orders are needed to help prevent an immediate loss or irresponsible harm to party or to children in this case. This one's really blurry. Case help prevent immediate loss or damage to property subject to dislocation in the case, set or change procedures in the hearing or trial date. It says date of birth. I'm not going to release any of the personal information. And the last thing it says visitation, parenting time. The temporary order for physical custody, care, and control of the minor children are subject to the other party's rights and visitation parenting legally. Respondents' visits shall be exercised in Garland, Texas, where the minor child resides. And that is the end of the court order. If you guys missed it, we'll have a chance to go over this because I got through that fairly quickly. But I'm also going to take this live and upload it onto my YT. So you guys will be able to watch the entire thing. If you guys want to watch me read it again, then we can do that. I personally absolutely love that the very last line is, it has to be in Garland, Texas, where the minor child resides. Only because she is so adamant that thank you, love, that he is a resident of California. He's going to live in California. He's never going to be in Texas. He's just going to be in California. There is no way. Oh my gosh, you guys. Almost to 1 million likes. You guys are freaking amazing. So that was a quick rundown. If there is a certain area you guys want me to dive in a little bit more and or explain, I am happy to do so. If not, I can do a brief rundown for everybody who just got here. I won't read through it again because it's daunting, and tomorrow is my court day. So I'm in court all day tomorrow. Okay, I'll do a quick rundown. So today's court was an emergency order to change visitation from California to Texas. Bree came on and said, "Oh my God, that's so stupid that he did that for 1 month. It's going to go right back." It's not. It's not. Her not showing up and her behavior this weekend, and the fact that she violated almost every single one of her stipulations in her thing in the 5 months is, anyways, that's a whole nother thing. So she did not show up for court today. It was a Zoom hearing. She did not show up. She does not have an attorney or representation, so she had nobody show up on her behalf. So technically, what happens when nobody shows up is it's automatically granted whatever the petitioner is requesting. If the respondent doesn't show, the petitioner gets it. But she has gone against the court order in so many different ways. So they went ahead and proceeded with the hearing and granted custody or visitation to be in Texas. Now we'll have to see what's going to happen, right? Will she show up? Right? Will she show up for her visitation? Because now it's on her. And it doesn't say on here, unless there's a part that was left out of the page, because the pages were like cut off, and that happens often when I request them. So it doesn't say, because remember, he's been paying for visits to be in California. He pays for all of that. He then offered to pay for her to come to Texas, and she said no, unless it was a private jet. And his response was, "I'm not going to give you first class." She wanted first class. And he says, "No, I'm not going to give you first class when winter is not your first priority." Her words. She said winter is not her top priority. And so it now does not say in the court order if he will still have to pay for her to come to Texas. I don't think so, because he offered. That was not put in by the court for him to pay or for him to pay for everything to take him to California. John, that was John's idea, and John agreed to it. And he did that because he said, I want my son to have his mother in his life. And I truly feel that if I don't take my son to his mom, she's not going to see him. That is very telling and true. Because the one time he couldn't take him, she didn't show up. And he offered to pay that time too. So, you guys, 1 million likes. You guys are amazing. I had to screenshot that. Thank you so much, you guys. I so appreciate that. So that will continue. Now, her not showing today, her, a couple of the things, right, that we talked about in the court, it says she is not to talk about the custody case. Thank you guys so much. She is not to talk about the custody case. She is not to threaten 2K or his mom. She is not to talk about absolutely any of that stuff, and or say where they're going to be. She dropped his location. She put out his address where they live. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. You guys are so sweet. Which is crazy. So this weekend, while in Miami, she has been a menace to society, threatening tons of people, definitely under the influence of some stuff. Thank you guys so much. And again, threatened not only John, but Mama 2K again. All of the fighting, the substances, absolutely everything. My experience is, thank you so much. It's raining gold. You guys are the best. I so appreciate you guys. You guys definitely don't have to gift me. I never want you guys to think that. Yeah, cops being called at every different location they go to. Santos was sweating like crazy. He's like, oh my God, I'm about to go to jail. I'm about to go to jail. And then, did you guys hear this? Bree said, well, they better come back with my ID. That's the last ID I have. What do you mean, the last ID you have? Who has multiple IDs? I mean, I can understand, like, your ID and a passport. You know, you're traveling and whatnot, but the last ID I have... Do you guys all have fake IDs down there? Like, what's going on? And how crazy that every single place they went to, they got called. I don't know. I just thought it was very weird that nobody had IDs on them. She gave them an ID and said it was the last ID she had. And Santos said that his was in the car and the car was blocks away. They asked for Vale's ID and she was like, I'm not drinking. They said, we need your ID. She was like, and then Brie interjected again, said everybody else's IDs are all in the cars, only mine. Thank you, Laura. No, she did not show up for court. And you guys, all she had to do was literally pick up her phone and click the little Zoom button. That's all she had to do. That's it. But she said last night she was not going to go. She said she had more important things to do. And at the time I was like, she's being sarcastic, because she does like to do that. She likes to say things that's going to, like, piss people off or, you know, cause, you know, turmoil and have people all, you know, their feathers all ruffled or whatnot. But no. I knew by... Over here we say Wi-Fi, because you have to, when you're on an airplane, you have to be so high to be able to get onto the Wi-Fi so that I don't get any dings. She was completely Wi-Fi'd out last night. So it was very clear. I didn't think she was going to be able to wake up for an early morning court hearing, and she didn't. No, did she have her own lawyer? No, she doesn't have a lawyer. Not even her personal injury lawyer yet. Chloe, I'm not sure why they aren't supervised yet. I think because that's going to be another hearing. This order was put in January. And so they're hearing that from January. So he'll have to put in a whole nother hearing, which will probably be done when they do their court case in April. So for those of you guys that don't know or aren't following, they're in their custody case now. They're finishing up in April. So they started in October, and John was the one to put on. Sammy, thank you so much. It always means so much to me when somebody chooses to give their first gift ever on TikTok to me. What was I saying? Thank you! Thank you so much, Queen. Wait, what was I just saying? Crazy part. Exactly, yeah. Well, howdy, cowboy. I don't look too shabby with the mustache. Shoot, that whatever I was saying was important. She was hungover. Yeah, she did not show up for court. She had more important things to do. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Thank you. Is the hearing. Okay, I have to say out of comments. So it's like a trial, right? They have 3 days to complete their case to determine who's going to end up with custody. So they had 2 days in October. That was John's case to put on, right? It was his case in chief. He went on. He called all of his witnesses, and he testified. His attorney asked him and his witness questions. She had an attorney. Thank you so much. She had an attorney at that time. That attorney was able to cross-examine all of them. That is how we got a temporary order. Now, April 25th is the last day of the trial. That is her turn. So it's now Bree's turn to put on her case in chief and to go on and explain and say whatever it is that she wants to say as to why she feels like she should have more custody, she should get 50-50, she wants whatever it is that she's requesting. That is her time to put on there, call any witnesses that she may have, and then John's attorney will then cross-examine to get the answers out. Now the thing is, she doesn't have an attorney, right? She has been saying for the last couple of months that she's going to wait till the beginning of April, and then she's going to hire this personal injury attorney that is a friend of ET's in or a brother or dad or uncle somewhere. So he's going to be the one to represent them, and then she's going to get her case continued because she has new representation. That is her big grand plan. Now, I did verify, in California, a personal injury attorney can represent you in a child custody case. So that can be done, okay? Thank you so much. The other thing, though, is the likelihood of them continuing it is about slim to zero. Because, one, all John has to do, and I believe he's already sent this to his attorney back in February. 2 months ago, she was saying that she was going to do this. She was waiting till the beginning of April to hire this attorney so that she could get a continuance. The judge is not going to do that. Waste an entire day of the court's time because they have that whole day booked out for this case to be done. He's not going to do that. The fact that she didn't show today is another huge factor. The fact that howdy, partner. The fact that she has broke almost every single rule that has been put into play. All of that is going to go. So, you guys, we could very likely have the trial. And this piece of the trial, again, is her time to shine, her time to put on her show. She very well, thank you so much. She may very well have to do that herself, or have this personal injury attorney do it with, next to no information. But again, this is not a criminal case. This is not a case where someone's facing time. This is a child custody case. Attorneys don't need months and months and months to get that together. So a judge is absolutely not going to... I always have to say, I live and work in a different state. A judge in my state, for sure, would absolutely not do that. So, It'll be very interesting to see if she does in fact have that attorney, because if not, he will, well, howdy, partner. She will have to proceed on her own. Can you imagine her in the courtroom, and then when she doesn't get her way? Stop it. As of now, the court is out of California. What should happen is custody will be done. It's a custody and move away order April 25th, right? So that should be done and complete. Then what will happen is once the case is finalized and complete, they will then transfer the case to Texas. So anything else that happens after that time will be done out of Texas. I would have to double check Texas rules, but in most states, once you've gone through a whole custody trial and everything has been done, the only time that you go back and can redo it is 1, if there's an emergency. 2, after 2 years. So after 2 years, you can ask for a remodification, or when the child turns 5. And some states it's 12, some it's 13. Anywhere between that 10 and 13 age mark is when then you can do another one. Michigan's 3 years, yeah. And they do that so that people don't just keep their cases in court the whole time. Because like Bree said that she got rid of her attorney for no real good reason. She just wanted a different one. Thank you so much. She just wanted a different one. I think that she truly believes that she lost. No one wins or loses in a custody case, let's be real. But she thinks that she lost because of her attorney, not because of what she's been doing and her the way she's, her behavior, her reacting, etc. You know what I'm saying? So oh, that could be too, Shannon, because yeah, she did say that at one point that he was paying for it. Absolutely, she definitely needs someone to blame, and she's always going to play victim. I personally have been saying this since the beginning of time. I truly feel that she doesn't really want to win custody. She doesn't want to have Winter all the time, but she's not willing to just walk away or step away or just sign rights over, because she thinks people will look down upon her. She has to be the victim. In reality, what a great mother would do is know, I'm not in the right place to care for you. I love you so much that I'm willing to walk away right now. I want to come back. Let me have a couple of years. And she could have this conversation with John. And John's a very reasonable person. I could see John saying, yes, I will support you in this. Have her go and do whatever it is that she needs to do. Figure out if she just needs to party and live her life for a little while. So be it, do it. But then get the help that you need. Right? Go into rehab. At this point, she's gone downhill real fast. It's weighing on her, the way she even looks, acts, even just 4 or 5 months ago. I think the judge is truly going to be shocked when he sees her from when he saw her in court the first time. And we thought she was so bad then to how she is now. I think even the judge is going to be like, you don't need to see that kid at all right now. You need to get your shit together. I will be shocked if hair follicles are not ordered, UAs are not ordered every time that she sees the child. And I saw that real fast. Hold on. The best lip gloss you can get right here on the Tickety Talkity Shop, Glossmetics. It's amazing. And it's not sticky, but it also hydrates and has an SPF. I have the link in here, but she also has her own page. She goes live every day, and she gives better deals. So don't bite off of my link unless you can't find hers. Buy it from her page because she always has great deals. Love her. And she now has some face cream, too. Okay, sorry. I just saw that I had to. They could do a nail bed test if say for instance she goes to court and she dyes her hair, right, or cuts her hair off. We see that all the time. All the time. Suddenly they've had laser hair removal from all, because if you go in, even you men, if you guys think you're gonna have a test and you shave your head bald, they'll get you from other places. Could be your toes, your legs, in between them. Could be from anywhere. And yeah, we've had to take them right from the little your little buddies dangling down there. We'll snatch them right out of there too. So if we can't do that, then it could be your fingernails. But your fingernails have to be, I think it's like 1/3 of an inch long or 1/4 inch long, something like that. I have very short nails because I type all day. I mean, I was just trying to think of something TikTok friendly to say. Teresa, congratulations, you made it to level 6 on the team. So yeah, so I think it may go to visitation, especially if she misses this visit. I know John will be on pins and needles if she shows for this visit. Now, I don't know when her visit is in Texas, but I know she's in Texas right now. Oh, if she doesn't show in April, so what will happen? That is a very good question. Again, I always like to remind people I don't work or live in California. So I can give you a broad example of what would happen in my state, which is close, and what I've always seen. Typically, what happens is John would just get what he wants. So at that time, he could put that he wants no visitation, or he makes it to supervised visitation. But you guys have to remember, the judge is going to look at all of it, right? She's not making her calls. Not only is she supposed to have Winter that 7 days out of the month, and they'll look at what happens during the 7 days. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed because she videotapes her entire visitation. So the judge is going to see how much there's no interaction there, right? But she's also required to call 1 day a week. She doesn't call. She misses her call as well. So the judge is going to see all of that. He's going to take all of that into play. What I think will happen is John will be granted full physical and sole custody, meaning he'll be able to make all decisions. Only have to provide her with information, not wait on her to respond to make a decision, and then go to supervised visits, like every other weekend. I think 7 days right now is too long for her, and you know, these were conversations that we had in my lives prior, I don't know, a few weeks ago, is as much as she's been using things right now, would she be able to go 7 days and be okay to take care of a child? And the answer was always no. Not just stopping cold turkey. So, yeah, I think even before she was like really using a lot of stuff, she just 7 days was too much. Like, I think she could be a decent mom every other weekend. You know what I'm saying? For just like maybe just Saturday night over to Sunday. Just kind of hang and chill with him a little bit, and then that's it. And then he goes home and she can do whatever. But again, she has to be able to be completely sober, nothing in her system, for a minimum of 12 hours beforehand, and not be sick coming off of anything. It's going to be a tough one. I mean, she's been looking rough. Actually, let me see if I can pull up really fast a picture of her from a few months ago. The other thing too that I've noticed that's so crazy is before she would annoy me by just the way she would talk, by just like the sarcastic, the snarkiness. Now everything is yelling. She screams at everybody. When I saw that video last night of her walking down the street, yes, is it Tamara? Tamara, I will absolutely give another recap. When she was walking the street, she's like, I'm just aggressive. I just want to fight right now. Like somebody, like everyone talks shit about me. Like no one's gonna run. But the way she was screaming it, Like, what? Chill out. And then, another thing too that was very interesting. Well, I don't know if I'd say interesting, but I will be surprised if charges are not filed upon her. And how interesting will this be? Because in that fight that she was in at the that restaurant, I got another view. I can pull it up if you guys haven't seen it. But before she got into the fights, we're gonna pretend like you guys are valet. She was like this. She turns to valet and she's like, "Give me your ring, give me your ring." And she was like, "No, no, no, put it on this one so that way I can really get her." So she intentionally put rings on her finger and moved them to assure when she hit her, it was going to be with the ring. Oh, you guys haven't seen it? Okay, I will pull it up and show you, because if the girl presses charges because of that alone, that very well could be a felony. Now, Beans, thank you so much, love. Beans, there's a thing in there, thanks, Queen Kylie, a thing in there, she cannot be around felonies. That will be interesting as to how the judge will play that. Typically, it's not against the mom or the parent, but that will be something very interesting to see. Okay, hold on, let me go back here. Okay, oh, hold on. So this is,
and we are going.
This is in August. But look at how different she looks. And just, my little mentor looks so cute and tiny. But she just looks like, it's crazy to me.
To Catalina Island. So let me show you what he is wearing. I wanted us to match. So I got him a plain white.
First of all, she never does this anymore. She can't just talk like this in a sudden, or in a soft tone. If she was to do this now, she'd be like, "We're about to go to Catalina Island, and this is what he," like, it's so much. I was not aware that that is something that a substance will do to you, but it's absolutely crazy. And look how beautiful she looked.
Baby onesie and a little cute bandana.
Oh, I never heard that before. Rug rage. Interesting. Yeah, every other word is a curse word. So that's, again, I'm always very honest on where I excel as a social worker and where I lack as a social worker. And that's my biggest piece of what I lack is, I don't know a whole lot about that. I've never used a substance in my life. I don't drink. I don't, so I don't know that. I was not aware that they could cause just random rage. Obviously, when I talk to my clients and they've caught their 18th assault charge, I'm like, what the hell? They always say is, well, I was on something and it, I just got mad, we got in a fight. But I know that just randomly you're just sitting there and you're just raged out. X does. She admitted playing in the snow. Well, yes, Zena, she did. She's like, but it's at nighttime. He's sleeping. No, it was when you still had custody, meaning he was 2 months or under, which means he's still waking up throughout the night, which is crazy. Okay, so anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys
Head from the sun.
how she's able to talk and smile
What I'm wearing.
and be calm.
Okay, so I wanted to match him. I'm wearing this cute little white dress.
Beautiful. And now let's go to, okay, who sent me? Let's check Nikki. Nikki's usually one that'll do it. Oh, look, this is a good one.
I didn't fight anybody, chat. I was fought, and I'm.
Oh no, not this one. That's when the cops were there. Oh.
You guys can go. We're gonna go order our food. Nah, you sit the fuck down and shut up. And we're gonna order our food. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, sit down and shut up. Thank you. Bye, bitch. I was trying to help you.
So she's getting ready, Shorty dropping her purse and stuff off. But even this is a milder form of how she typically is. But it's just so crazy. The difference in such a short amount of time absolutely blows my mind. In a public place. Oh, if he's live, I would rather you guys go over there. I don't ever like to play other people's lives while they're live because I always like them to, you guys to go over there and see them. I'm trying to find the one. Oh, this one could be it. Hold on, this may be it.
I don't pay for my own bills. I'm so disgusted.
But as soon as they start, I have to put it down so I don't get a banana split. But I want you guys to see where see how she's prepping. It's all premeditated, and then she does the whole ring thing.
My bills are not paid. You go 50-50 with your man, deadass. You go looking for men. I was trying to help you. I thought they were bothering you. Are you okay? Okay, that's all I asked. You're fucking tweaking. Deadass.
She's tweaking. Why is she screaming? And I didn't think anyone else could be more annoying, but unfortunately the chick she's yelling at sounds like she's been sucking on helium since she was 2. Her voice goes higher than Mariah Carey's. I don't even know how that happened. Hi, new love. Oh, hold on. Dang it.
You go 50-50 with your man, deadass. You go looking for men. I was trying to help you. I thought they were bothering you. Are you okay?
She's bothering them.
Okay, that's all I asked. You're fucking tweaking. Deadass, you're drunk. And you're grown as fuck. Act grown. I'm 12? And you're grown, so act grown. Bitch. I'm so embarrassed. Bro, she literally just said, is that free also? No, I was trying to help this drunk bitch. My bad. No.
Oh, that wasn't the one with the rings, but... Anyway, look at the difference, though, in just those few months. It's mind-blowing. Even with work done, how does she look worse? Yeah, Jordan. The whole crew is just a mess, and Santos being in there. Let me charge my phone. In the mix is. And then Ash calls today and is mad because Santos is there, and she no longer likes Bree. She's just mad as heck as Bree. Don't give Bree my number. Yeah, I did not know about that. I'm literally gonna look that up, Rug Rage, and I need to read about that, study on that. Yes, is it P5 crew? Yes, not only is he there, for some random reason, and I don't know why, he apparently is also going on this podcast, because today's the day she's doing the podcast. So if you guys want to come back, for all of you guys that are new here, make sure you follow, because we go live every single day and hang out and have a heck of a time. We always have a blast, but we will do a watch party for the podcast. If you don't know, Bree is going on the what's it called, the single or Sue Your Baby Daddy podcast. It's a single mom attorney who back in November, December, she had posted a few videos really in support of Bree. Oh, is it tomorrow? Okay, I thought it was today. But it won't be, typically it takes a few days to go up. They don't usually do it live, are they, Leah? If so, let me know, because we will do it tomorrow. But anyways, so she did a few videos back in November, December, really supporting Bree, stating how she can't believe that John did that and went and got custody of the baby, and you shouldn't do that, and blah, blah, blah. So when I found out whose podcast she was going on, I was telling my people, I said, to me, this is going to be very interesting. If she's an attorney and she sees what's happening and she doesn't call her on her shit, it's going to really show me kind of where her credibility really lies, because a real attorney, a good attorney, let me say that, not a real one, a good attorney would call her on her shit and be like, no, this is why he got custody. What you're doing right now is unacceptable. If you ever want to see your kid, if you ever want to be able to actually have your kid alone in your own possession, you're going to have to cut out all of this stuff. And so I was very skeptical at first. And then my beautiful people, I have them here, my fam, messaged me. They're like, go look at the comment section. And sure enough, people were in her comment section stating, you support Bree, you support someone who's, you know, doing all this stuff to her child and putting her child in harm's way. And the attorney has responded back to comments and made it very clear. I do not, will not, and have never supported any parent using any type of substances, especially during a contested child custody hearing. So it sounds like she's going to go, oh, interesting. I was wondering if it was going to be canceled. Right now, you take a minute. I'm looking. It's because it's you, love. I'm curious. Where did you guys get that information that it was canceled? Because I said that too. I was like, I have a feeling. I didn't think necessarily that the attorney would cancel it, but I felt like Bree would cancel it as soon as she caught on that this attorney was not going to be all on her side. You said you mentioned it. Was it the last one, honey? Because you put me in a bunch of them. Which one, Coffee? Or just all of them? Podcast is a new one with a new person now in Houston. Right, so she said she did one in Miami. Now, we never saw anything about her doing a podcast in Miami. Maybe that one was canceled. But now she's in she's in Houston now to do this podcast. Old Man Tony, we will go back over it in just a second, okay? I already read all the stuff. If you have the YT, as soon as I'm done with my live today, I will upload the whole thing over there on YT. But I will do a recap here in just a minute. Coffee, I have not heard back from you to see which one. Well, you probably have. They're just going fast. Okay, well, let's see which one she...
Take care of kid? No. Fight random bitch on the street? Yes. Time is up. Take care of kid? No. Fight random bitch on the street? Yes.
Oh, that was... Jack said, take care of kid? No. Fight random people on the street? Yes. I'm learning now to watch these first before I put them up. Because yesterday, Bree did say she's going to Houston for a podcast. Yeah, it's tomorrow, I guess. Okay, not Bree screaming at Bree screaming at kids.
Stop what? No, Dada. No, we're moms and OF. Bob's rich off being a Bob. I'm going to find out. Bye. How do you think you were made?
Oh, I did see this one. She's just sick.
Stop what? No, Dada. No, we're moms and OF. Bob's rich off being a Bob. I'm going to find out. Bye. How do you think you were made? Your mom was a Bob. How do you think you were made? Bro, Dad, like, how do you think you were made?
Yeah, we watched that one yesterday. I just have to be really careful. Yeah, to a child. Is that the one you wanted me to do? You take me in post too. Okay. Court will remain in California until after April 25th when oops, hold on. April 25th when their hearing is done. Then it will be closed up and then it will be transferred over to Texas.
And I was like, oh,
Bro, they were jumping me.
how many of them are there?
2.
I have to make sure there's no...
Don't call me up.
Coffee, there's no... I'm so nervous now after yesterday. I just need to make sure if you guys tag me and stuff and ask me to post it, I just need to make sure there's nothing crazy. Because I did that yesterday. I got sent something and I got banana split. I think it was the first one I tagged you in. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, now let me see. MILF Mama sent me something. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Well, that's a bad, look at both of them right there. Compare that to the video that I just showed you guys when she had winter. And it's so crazy. Like, I think back and thought, wow, back then, I questioned a lot of her parenting. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. It's not that we did it in for no reason. But this makes that look like she was like, you know, the nanny. Thank you, my Bella. Look like the nanny from Mary Poppins. It's crazy. Now, mind you, doesn't she have a boyfriend? Wasn't her boyfriend in the car and she's all hugged up on something? He's probably like, thank God, get her off my hands for a while. Like, what is happening here? Oh, he did. I was wondering. Oh, Samantha, I need that video. But as he should. She would flip it. She flipped out because he was 5 minutes late for something. She flipped out because he bought her an Apple Watch, and how dare you buy something she didn't ask for. Then she flipped out because he bought her tennis shoes when she asked for tennis shoes, but then she went and got some already, so she flips out for everything. But then she can be hugged up on. But this is okay. Now, mind you, there's a video like in this same car, and he is caught red-handed with the snow. He likes the smell of snow, apparently, and he was just checking to see if Miami snow smells the same as Texas snow. You saw that one, Yolanda? I mean, it's crazy. I sent the one of her putting the... Oh, you did? I'll take any motion. That sounded so bad. Sorry. Okay, let me see. Oh, did you probably sent it to my... Yep, here we go.
Are you okay? Are they bothering you? Oh my God! You're really cute. Do you like him? Hi. Does he have money? Hi. He has a lot of money. Oh, so I like you, eh? No, but he don't like you like that. He's got a girlfriend. Who? You're his girlfriend? No. He's got another girlfriend. Really? So what is he doing with you?
I'm just checking first to make sure. Oh, this was how they... I was wondering how they first met. This is how they first met.
You're really cute. Do you like him? Hi. Does he have money? Hi. He has a lot of money. Oh, so I like you, eh? No, but he don't like you like that. He's got a girlfriend. Who? You're his girlfriend? No. He's got another girlfriend. Really? So what is he doing with you? Oh, and your man? You stole your friend's man? No. You guys go. We're gonna go order our food. Nah, you sit the... Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, yeah.
So how did it go from that, her just casually saying hi, or them saying hi to her, to then them fighting? I just want to see where she got the...
I don't pay for my own bills. I'm so disgusting. My bills are not paid. You go. Look at your man. I was trying to help you.
Let me see. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, this is the same... Wait, this is the same one.
Thank you.
I'm trying to find where... Oh, here it is. Okay, it's sped up, but did you see that? She was like, who is that girl? That wasn't Valet. This one. Is that Valet? She was like, give me the ring. She's like, no, that one. She's like, no. Oh, it is. Or it's Lena. And then she's like, no, I gotta turn this way so it gets her. I still have when dude was upset he didn't get his taco. Oh, jeez. For first world problems. Tacos. Okay. So let me do a quick recap again for the people that came in late. Just so you guys know, I have a YT as well. My YT is the same name as here. Can one of my mods, can someone put it in there for me, and then so we can pin it? Angie Hope. How do I? Oh, how do I do that? Send me screen recordings. Hold on, let me pin this real fast. Oh wait, how did I do that? There we go. Okay, so if you go there and nope, that's spelled wrong. Thank you. Thanks, Mary. Probably my email, I guess, would probably be the best way to do it, I'm thinking. Because I don't think you can send screen recordings over to TikTok or whatever. My email is AngieW, the SW, like Angie W, the social worker. So Angie W, the SW @gmail. If you want to send it there. Okay, so quick recap. So court today was in California. It was a emergency order that John did filed back in January, and that was to have visitation change from California to Texas. Bree did not show up for court today, nor did she have an attorney, so nobody showed on her behalf. I did read through the entire court paperwork today. Again, I will post, as soon as I'm off this live, I will post that on my YT, and that will be at the very beginning. I will cut out the first, 5 minutes where people are just joining in. I'm saying hi to everybody, so I'll cut that out. So you guys will just have to watch the very beginning of what all of the court says. Court docs say, it talks about every rule that she's broken, etc. So long story short, she was not there. She had broken several rules, and visitation will be held in Texas, in Garland, Texas, where Winter is a resident. Winter is a Garland, Texas resident from now on. Once the case is closed, the case will then be transferred to Texas, where Winter is a resident. I say it like that because that's always been huge to her. She has always said that she wanted, that Winter was always going to be a California resident, and that's because that's where she gave birth to him, and she's the mom, so she has that say so. She is very quickly learning that that's not how the world works. She, just to name a few of the things that she has done, she has given out John's location. She's also given out the location as to where Winter is at. She even leaked his mom's address and then called it a trap house, which is crazy because I was sent that link when she did that in the house, and that house is absolutely beautiful. So I'm not exactly sure what she calls a trap house, but I saw her apartment and how dirty it was and stuff piled absolutely everywhere. Anyways, that's not the point. So when he has been in California, she has told several people, like on her little team, has told them where he's going to be, who he's going to be with, what he'll be doing, etc. Winter is not to be, or she is not to use any substances while she has Winter, the whole time, and 12 hours before getting Winter. Absolutely no substances. There's many videos out of her drinking while she has Winter. And also, Winter is not to be around any people at all that are doing any type of substances or have had or used anything 12 hours before, and that was done. Also, no weapons. That law was broken. And they also added in, also he cannot be around anybody who has any felonies. So I'd be curious to see. I don't know. I do know that E.T. has some sort of a background. I don't know what that is, but if he has a felony, then he will not be able to be around him. There also is that stipulation too, is that John has to approve to it. Both parents. So if he was to start dating somebody and wanted someone, Winter to be around somebody, she would have to agree to that as well. And that was pretty much it. I feel like I'm forgetting a few things because there were so many things that she had broke. What else was it, guys? I missed a few things. I highly doubt she'll even show for. Yeah, I'm. Hey, let's do a poll. We're gonna do a poll real quick. Here it is. Okay, quick poll. Red if you think she will show up in Texas for visits. Blue if you don't think she will show up. Mind you, she's already said, she's like, he spent all that money for what, 1 month? It's only 1 month, and then it's going to go right back to California. So she has the thought process it's going to go back to California. So red if you think she will show up, blue if you think she will not. Wow, this is not even close. I am with you guys. I am on the blue side. I do love the optimistic people though that have that hope in her that she can do it. Because you guys, I say all the time, in a custody case, there's no winners or losers. There really isn't. And I want nothing more than to Bree to find herself and heal and overcome and become that mom that she can be. But she has to want to do that, and that's going to take time. And kids don't really have much of a memory. Kids don't have much of a memory before the age of 4. So I always tell parents, I missed the final number. So I always tell parents to get it figured out before they're 4. So she has 3 years. Figure it out. 440, no, that's what I was thinking. Someone asked what was going on. We were doing a poll. 18, yes, 18 440. That's crazy. Hey, love. Someone asked what was going on. We were doing a poll. Visitation has been. Angie, the video. Did you send me a video, Nikki? I'm not looking at comments. Sorry. I lose my train of thought. Oh, we were doing a poll to see if, since visitation has been moved to Texas, if she will actually show up. And I believe she has to pay for it. Okay? So, will she show up in Texas to do it? I have a feeling at least this one I think she'll miss because she believes, because court is in California in April. So she knows he's going to be there in April. And then she's supposed to have her visitation with Winter on the 26th. So it'll be very interesting to see what she'll do. Okay. Nikki just sent me a video. Let's see.
I'm going to Houston, guys. I don't know where you think that is near Dallas, which it's not anywhere near it, but I'm going to Houston. I seemed much more calm before 2Gay traumatized me. I mean, he didn't really traumatize me, but all this shit is obviously fucking annoying to deal with. He's literally so goddamn annoying. You're so close to April, chill and train till then, that's the plan. But mind you, I have, work in April, I have my son's birthday, court, Coachella, I have a lot to do in April, so...
Coachella. These are the things that blows my mind. The way she's just talking about things. I have court, and then I have the training to do, and I have Coachella. How she just slipped, court just was, and I have court, and Coachella. You back that up a bit. This bitch.
You're so close to April, chill and train till then, that's the plan. But mind you, I have, work in April, I have my son's birthday, court, Coachella, I have a lot to do in April, so, just chilling and training till then, that is what I'm going to do. But it's going to be, man, it's going to be right back to it, probably. I'm going to Houston, guys, I don't know.
Now, I find it funny because I'm assuming the training was in regards to this fight with Gemma or Emma or Lemma or something. Notice she didn't say... Okay, Leah. Right. But I find it really funny that she's able to lay off at least the substances and the drinking and all that stuff for this fight, but not for her son. Since we have so many new people in here, let's do one more poll. Okay, I want to do one more poll because we've done this before, and again, we have a lot of new people. So I'm curious to know, because I didn't follow Bree and 2K in this whole situation until after Winter was born. So this one is going to be, oh, here's her. So do you think that she would have been a better mom if it was a girl? So red, better mom if she was a girl, or B, she was just going to be like this. No, she just didn't want to be a mom. So she would have been a good mom, red. She would have been this way no matter what. Well, this one's close. So good mom, she would have been a better mom if it was a girl. She would have just been like this either way. Interesting. I did see the video where she was very upset when she found out it was a girl. Interesting. Okay, so red is she would be a good mom, a better mom if it was a girl, and blue is she would have been the same either way. 10 seconds left. Get in your final votes. We're coming down to the wire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She would have been a bad mom either way, but much closer. 147 to 373. Interesting. Yeah, she just isn't ready. You know, a lot of people have that natural motherly instinct. She does not have that. Now, that doesn't mean that she can't learn to be a mother. Doesn't mean that she can't, become a good mom. She can. She has to want to first. Then take the proper steps, right? Take her parenting class. Take the high resolution conflict resolution co-parenting class. I say absolutely all the time, the absolute best gift you could ever give your kids, if you are not together with their other parent, the best gift you can ever give your kid is a great co-parenting relationship. Because parenting doesn't end when your kids turn 18, right? It keeps going. Matter of fact, that's when parenting gets hard, is when your kids are adults. And the last thing you want is for your kids to have to, as adults, try to plan around their kids, planning out their kids' birthdays, games, whatever it is, and be like, okay, well, mom can come at this time and then have dad come at this time, whatever. My kids don't have that. Me and my kid's dad have been separated for 30 years. He's probably one of my best friends in the world. And they never have to wonder about who's going to come at what time. Shit, half the time we roll up together. That is a gift that we just said, listen, we're not meant to be together. We're not good together. But our kids need both of us, so we're just going to be friends. And it was literally pretty much that easy, We're actually going to do a live together, and he's going to talk on his side of it, because it's been so long, so I don't remember, and I need to know, his side, so we'll kind of go through that. But that's very important, and she's not there yet. But again, there's no win, so I want her to get there. Right now, the positive is Winter is going to be safer, because he's not going to be around the people she's around. She doesn't even know how to baby proof, how to not have things around. Like, every single time she's had him, she's always like, oh my god, he's in the electrical socket again. Like, it legitimately, it stresses me out. I came in a little late. Can you go over what happened in court today? Yes, I will. And just so you know, as soon as I'm off live today, I am going to upload it onto my YT channel, so you'll be able to see everything. And I'm going to cut it down so you can watch just the part of me just reading through all of the court docs, so you can read everything, okay? But for court today, and I want to say thank you guys so much. We are still over 1,000 deep. Oh my god, you guys, 1.2 million likes. You guys are so amazing. Thank you guys so much. So thank you guys for hanging on this long. So, today what happened in court was the emergency hearing. This was filed back in January. I keep expressing that because it's important, because a lot of people are wondering, like, why wasn't all this other stuff brought up? It wasn't brought up because he filed it in January, and that was the month that he flew to California to give her winter. She got winter, got on a plane back to Texas. He didn't know. And then brought him back to Texas for him to get back on a plane and go back. That was the month he ended up with a double ear infection and RSV. Okay. So he filed for an emergency visitation change to happen in Texas. They just went to court. She did not show up to court. She does not have an attorney, so she was not represented in any way. Typically, what would happen in that case is the here, let me pin this. Make sure it's spelled the right way. Yeah. So there's my YT. So you guys please go follow my YT as well, because this will be up there so you guys can review it. Typically what would have happened in that situation is they would have just granted it to him and said, okay, that's it, because she's not here, so we grant you whatever it is you're asking for. But they actually did do the hearing today, because there's so much more into it. And they went over each one of the rules that is in their parenting plan, and went over all of the rules that she has broke. And I know that the video is surfacing about her stating that, oh, big deal, you idiot. You spent all those thousands of dollars just to have visitation change for 1 month. You're stupid. No, love, no. That's an investment in the future. Again, it was filed months ago. But all of this is going to come into play in April. And I know she thinks that she's going to have it postponed. It's not. It is a very high likelihood. There's a better likelihood that I'm going to wake up skinny and win the lottery than it getting extended. In a minute, Leah. Because of everything that's going on. So it'll be very difficult for that to happen. So anyway, so that is the quick overview of what happened in court today. It is a big win, regardless of how small she wants to make it. I'll be curious what happens in this podcast. Hey, yeah, I will take it. So, okay, I'm going to bring Leah up here. Oh, we got a couple people that want to come up. Hold on. Hi, Leah.
Hey, so I think that one, if she would have had a girl, I think she would have tried a little bit harder just because she longs for a girl and she was so excited. And then when she found out that she was having a boy, she was kind of unhappy. But two, I also think the fact that she had the baby and the baby did not, like, in a sense, keep 2K with her, he still stood his ground and was like, this is very toxic. This is not what I want. I think that really upsets her. And so in her way, she's trying to hurt 2K in any way that she can. And that baby is not important to her because it's a constant reminder to her of 2K. And I think she still truly probably loves 2K deep down in her heart. And that's why she hops from one guy to another, to another, to another. And unfortunately, being in her situation until she hits rock bottom, whether that be jail or whether that be somebody humbling her or whatever the case may be, it's going to take a very, very long time for her to come out of it. And unfortunately, baby Winter is going to be the one to suffer, even though 2K and his mom are there and they have a great support system. That trauma and that abandonment is going to live with Winter for the rest of his life. And that I know for a fact because it happened to my children.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, when people mentioned just yesterday that her friends that she was with, they're like, well, what are you going to do when Winter sees all this stuff online? And she's like, oh my God, he's 11 months. Social media is not even going to be around when he's there. Well, the internet is forever, and social media may not be the same but it's probably going to be a lot better. And trust me, all he's going to have to do is Google or whatever it is going to be then. He's going to be able to find absolutely all of this and see why she's not there. And I think you're right. I think she wanted the family, and because she couldn't have the family, she just didn't want it all. And I truly believe that she's a lot of the stuff she's doing. She's numbing some of those feelings as well.
100%. 100%. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, everyone's coming for, 2K and trying to back Bree, but I'm like, I just don't understand how anyone can be looking from the outside in, and whether they like 2K or whether they don't, how they could see at all in any way, shape, or form that in the condition she is currently in right now,
Right.
how she would be a fit parent.
Yeah,
Especially,
it blows my mind.
especially when they were just, half the internet was just gunning for Ashley Trevino and Nurse Hannah and the Jenkins, and like, I'm like, how do you feel that they are not qualified to be parents, but you think Bree is in her condition?
Yeah, no, I agree with you as always, 100%. And again, like I always say, there's no win or lose in a custody case. And again, my long term hope and goal is that she figures everything out and she overcomes whatever it is that she's battling, and she can turn around and be the best mom she can be.
A
It's
hundred.
not
Yeah,
really
I
see.
agree too. I think part of it too is you don't see her family anywhere, nowhere.
I
And
know
maybe they're
that's what was
behind the
blowing me
scenes.
away.
Maybe they are behind the scenes, way
Yeah,
far in the back, and nobody can see them. But I feel like, I mean, she said her dad's not really around, and then her mom supposedly lives um, in Texas, but you don't really ever. I think we've seen her supposedly at her parents' house in November, or her mom's house. But I know, like, when I was going through what I was going through, my mom was literally like, me and my mom were fighting because she's like, you need to get it together. You need to get it together. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we don't see that with her mom. And she just needs a support system. And I think until she figures it out and gets a support system, I don't know how long it will be before she ever
I don't know. And unfortunately
gets
right now
straight.
she's in the way that her mindset is, and the way she thinks, she doesn't want, cuz I know I got a lot of I get a lot of hate when people think because I'm a social worker I should, always think one way about people. But you have to be honest with people, and I truly do want her to be the best person she wants to be, but she doesn't want it. And in the very beginning, when I first found them and started going through this, services were offered to her, whatever I could do to help. What any advice that you want or need, whatever. And she was like, "Bitch, I don't need none of that from you. I know what I'm doing. There's nothing that you would know that I don't already know or know how to do." I'm like, I've been doing
And
my
that's
job longer than you've been alive. But again, it's you don't have to accept it. I can even help try to find you somebody in your area, whatever. But she has been very blatant and open that she wants no help from absolutely nobody. She will handle this on her own. So
And that to me right there, I know what I'm doing. I'm always right. I'm a victim. I do no wrong. That tells me that there has been nobody in her life to hold her accountable
right,
for
she has a
anything.
bunch of yes men, yes women around her. Okay. Yeah, I want to move on to Sarah, and then we have someone else in the box because I don't want to try to keep within our time frame. But thank you, love.
Of course.
Okay, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Sarah, right? You there? I bring up the next one, and then she can join us. I'm gonna mute her until then, though, I think. Emily.
Hey Angie, how are
Hey, love.
you?
How are you?
I don't. You know what? My heart breaks for Brie.
Yeah.
It's as much as obviously we can't stand her actions. You're not holding yourself accountable. My heart breaks for her because she's acting like a rebellious teenager.
She
not
is.
a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And she's seeking the love that she's never had before. So any attention for her is good attention.
Yeah, I see that. I think she's lost, she's confused, she doesn't really know which one she wants, but she has to, somehow, some way, she's gonna have to figure that out and accept help because help is being thrown at her, and she's not wanting it. So what do we do? How do we help? Right?
No, you just have to let her fall rock bottom.
Yeah,
Just as an addict,
yeah.
you can offer
I'm like, geez, how
and
is this not
label,
rock bottom?
right, all you want,
You
but
know,
they're
it's
not
like,
going to open their eyes and get the help until they're down with nowhere to go. So I was saying the other night, I kind of hope that she did give up her apartment. Because when they're done with you, bye-bye. Now where do
yeah.
you go?
Yeah, we were talking about that the other night. Remember when I was like, people were asking me if she still has it. I'm like, I don't know if she does or if she doesn't, but it's going to be very interesting because she got it. She would have had to have broke the lease if they didn't pay it out because they're going to be done with it. People are only going to, they're not going to be able to get many more people into that house. As
You
quickly
can't
as girls
hear
are
that
getting moved into the
screaming
house,
so much. It's only so much screaming from her you can hear.
literally, yeah,
It's
that's
like,
what I was saying. It's they need more girls in to make more money, but they can't do that because as quickly as they bring them in, she's screaming and yelling and fighting everybody. They're moving out just as fast as they're moving in. So eventually, they're going to have to cut ties with her to make to get other people in to make money. And where is she going to go then?
I know. And then she's like, I have all this stuff on 2K. You can have all the stuff you want. Everybody and their mom can come out and say, he's arrogant. He's stuck up. He's a butthole. Well, you know what? That's okay. What 24-year-old man
Right,
is not?
right.
He's a good father, and don't take that from him.
Yeah, especially one that was able to retire his mom at such a young age. I think
Absolutely.
that's every
Absolutely.
child's goal, right? That's any child's goal in life is to be able to retire your parents and to be able to do that at a young age. That's absolutely a blessing, you know.
Yeah.
So he
So
has a
I'm
right
just
to be
proud
confident.
of him, and every day is just a more of a downfall for her.
It is. It
And I
really is.
feel bad because someone needs to just shake her, like shake her up, like
Looking like a something.
shaking baby syndrome or something.
She
Like
definitely needs
shake her.
help.
And it's sad to say, but at least
I
Winter's safe.
will do.
Yeah, you could drop me, Angie. My son's calling me.
All right, we'll do love. All right,
All right, bye.
hey Natalie.
Hi, Angie. Thank you for letting me come up. But no, I was just I had one thing to say. I feel like she's already given up and she already knows that 2K is going to get him. And I think that she's just saying stuff for social media just to save face. I get that feeling from her. You know what I mean? And I kind of know these things because like I have nieces and like family members that like got caught up in addiction and played the part but never did anything. You give them advice and you tell them what to do to get their kids back and what they need to do, and they say, oh yeah, they know it all, they know it all." But then in the end, they're crying they don't have their kids. But it's like you didn't want them, because if you really wanted them, you would have done everything, jumped through every hoop there was for your kids. You know what I mean?
No,
So
I agree. Hold on really fast because a couple comments made. You guys, I read the court docs in the very beginning. I will, as soon as I get off live, which will be shortly, I am going to, I'll do one last recap and then I'm going to post it over on my YT. If somebody can post my YT again and tag it, if you, go over there. I'm going to cut it down to where it's just the docs part where I'm reading and explaining all the documents. So you guys will be able to see it on YT. So you'll still have it tonight. But anyway, so Natalie, as I was going to say, I agree with you 100%. I've said that for a long time where I feel like she's already completely gave up, but she won't give up. Right? Like, meaning she's
just to
not going
save
to walk
face.
away because she wants to be able to play the victim. She's
Yep.
not going to show that she's willing to walk away. But what she doesn't understand, and it's so frustrating to me, is that actually would make her. Oh, that's right, you guys. Sorry, I can't pin the my YT because I have people up, but it's the same as my TikTok. It's Angie W1470. As soon as I don't have anybody up, I will pin it again. But it is in the comments. Angie
One
W1470.
last thing, Angie. One last
Well,
thing.
hold on. Let me finish what I was saying really
Okay.
fast though. But it actually would make her a better mom if she was to step away. If she went to 2K and said, you know what, I'm not fit for this. I need to do whatever it is I need to do. You listen, I'm going to sign over rights to you right now. Not sign over rights, but just let you have full custody. Just promise me when I get my shit together, especially as long as it's before he's 5, that you'll give me a chance and we can work that out. That would make her a great mom because
Yeah.
she knows she's not going to put
Agree.
him through that turmoil. So that's what I want to say. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, just like the other day, they were on the yacht and they were talking to Toxic and they were like, she's like, come, come. She's like, well, I don't have a babysitter. She's like, well, bring her. What?
I know. I couldn't believe. She's like, "What do you mean you don't have a nanny? Well, bring her and the nanny." She's like, "I don't have
I
a nanny."
was like, you don't
Just
bring
bring
a
her.
kid on a yacht where people are partying and doing, what they're doing. Oh my
Yeah,
God. I couldn't believe it.
even I don't know who it was, but one of the guys were like, "Who would bring their kid
Yes.
around a bunch of drunk randos?" She's like, "You guys aren't randos. We're all family here. You're randos to Kalaya. That's who you're randos to. Thank God Toxic is a good mom and did not take her child."
Yeah, I saw that. All right, well, I'm gonna go.
All right, thanks for coming up.
I don't know how to drop down
Oh,
though.
I
How do
gotcha.
I?
I
Okay,
got you,
thank
girl.
you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Angie. How are you?
I'm great, love. How are you?
I'm good. So, I kind of work in a field similar to yours with behavioral health and substance abuse. So, I
Love.
deal a lot with females who come in with substance abuse, have children. And unfortunately for Bree, I really think that she is going to have to lose absolutely everything in order for her to make any changes whatsoever. And I think as long as she has her crew of people around and she continues to bring those in, signing and co-signing the crap that she does, she doesn't have any reason to change because she's got her little cheerleaders egging her on all every step of the
Absolutely.
way.
Yep, they
And
hand her
so,
everything she wants or asks for.
absolutely.
Really, sorry, really fast. Samantha, the reason why I say before age 5 is because age 4 to 5 is when kids actually start having a memory of what's going on and what's happening. And so I always recommend to people get everything done and figured out before. I typically like by the age of 4. Um, it could be any time, but again, they're going to go through a lot more struggle after the age of 5. So that's why. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think she's really going to need some tough love and she's going to need somebody to step in, whether it be her parents that don't seem like they're going to do that, but she needs to have some friend that is actually going to go to her
Mhm.
and try and talk some sense into her to get
Yeah,
her out of that lifestyle that she's living. Because with the boys handing her stuff, her being able to do everything that she's doing, there's no way she's going to change. And,
exactly.
and with poor little Winter, like he's probably not going to have a mom because as you know in this industry, it's you have a few little choices. I mean, it's jails, institutions, or death if you do not get help, and that's just exactly where she's headed. And this
And she will
spiraling,
not. She will not handle herself. I mean, can you imagine her in jail like yesterday
oh
when
my
she was
god,
walking around talking about, "I just want to fight someone, just want to fight," but then she runs and lets valet handle it. Like she would not. She would not last in jail at all. That
no,
she's not made for that life. She's more. She's
absolutely,
only there like. There, like I can't remember which guy was when she was like, just tell him I'm a walking tax write off," and he's like, "Yeah, it's everything for her because she, is a tax write off because she brings in the most money." But again, if you got rid of the one that causing all the problems and you brought in 20, you're
yeah.
making more money. But.
Absolutely, because she is just an absolute liability to anybody that is around her. It is just insanity. The fact of like her walking down the street. I was watching a video yesterday where she's walking down the street just harassing a guy and pointing
Yeah,
a finger and getting in his face and just shoving him. Just like there's going to be somebody who's going to come back at her, and she's going to piss off the wrong people, and they are going to find her when she is not around her crew of people, and they're probably going to do a lot of bodily harm to her.
I
You know,
can't believe it
she,
hasn't happened yet.
me either, just the spiraling out of control, spiraling out of control. I feel like I'm watching something that is not real with this girl. I just cannot believe the hole she's digging. And they say in recovery a lot that, some people don't have a bottom, that their bottom is just unattainable. And I fear for this girl that that's going to happen. I feel like
That's my
if
fear.
something doesn't change for her soon, she may not make it. And I mean,
I agree.
not make it out alive. That's the
Yeah.
scary thing. And I just look at her, I want to shake her. She tries, I'm like, oh my gosh, every time I see her, just worse and worse. Don't think it could get worse, and then it does. So yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, no, I
I hope somebody knocks some sense into her at some point in time, but I just don't foresee that happening at all.
I agree with you 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
thank you
Well,
for letting me
thanks.
come
You're
up.
welcome. Thank you so much. All right.
Uh,
Bye.
Bye.
Really quick on the whole memory thing. Yes, kids do have some memory before the age of 4. I'm not saying that they have like absolutely no memory, but kids don't typically have a full memory. You'll have like sporadic memory of things, right? But you don't have full memory until about the age of 4 going into 5. That's when you start really remembering like absolutely every little thing. It just psychologically wise, it's just best to figure out whatever you got to do to make any changes before that time, right? It's kind of like equivalent to like, you know, having all of a sudden when your kid's like, 8, 9, 10 years old, and then all of a sudden, you go to hell in a handbag. Well, that kid's going to remember absolutely everything. So I just always recommend to people just try to get it done before then. And again, she would look like such a better mom. Not look, it doesn't matter what she looks like. She would be a better mom if she would just admit, you know what, I am not in the right place to care for this baby. I love him enough to step away. I love him more than I love myself, and I need to take care of myself. I need to be the best me to be the best mom for him. So I love him enough to step away. And John, I entrust in you. You're a great father. I entrust in you to take care of him. All I ask, yes, I will do one last recap. All I ask is please give me the opportunity to come back. I don't see John saying, nope, absolutely not, because he has made it very clear. Winter has one mom. He won't allow Winter to call somebody else mom. Now, that may change if Bree just completely steps out of his life altogether, is not around, not a mom. Later on, he finds that perfect somebody, becomes, gets married, and that person becomes mom. He may change his mind, but I think as long as Bree's in his life, I think he will stick with that. Okay, we have one more person wants to come up, but let me do a quick recap before I bring that person up, so that way, for people who are done, because I promised I would be done in 2 hours, and I just hit the 2-hour mark. Okay, so last recap, and before I do this, can we do can you guys pin my YT really fast? I am going to, as soon as I get done, I am going to upload this to my YT channel so you guys can see the whole thing, because I'm not going to read all the documents again, because that's a lot. So it will be on my YT. Here we go, Lisa got it. So I will upload it over there. Actually, every night's live, I will start uploading over there. So you'll see it upload over there. Well, I will read all of the documents and do the explanations. But long story short, she did not show up for court today. She is not represented in any way. So meaning she did not have an attorney there as well. So technically, court at that point technically would have been ordered. They would have just said, okay, well, he's the petitioner, John's the petitioner, so petitioner's order or request is granted. It was back from January. He was requesting that all visitation happen in Texas. And it does state in there that Winter is a resident of Texas. And I know that that burns her butt because she wants Winter to be a California resident so bad. So she did not show up. But they actually held the case, which is, I wouldn't know if it's shocking, but it's rare because usually judges will just move on to the next one because it's going to be granted. But she has missed or failed to comply with so many different orders. I feel like that is why they went ahead and went along with the court case today, because in a month is when they have the final hearing. So even though she keeps saying, oh, you spent all that money for 1 month, woohoo, it's going to go right back to California next month when we do custody. If she truly believes that, she's going to have a rude awakening, because just to name a few of the things that she that she failed to comply with was talking negatively about John and Mama 2K. She was just, Genevieve, my favorite little guy there. She was just doing that this weekend. Violence and fighting and what's the word I'm thinking of? Like wishing ill will on John and Mama 2K. She did that this weekend again as well. Being around, well, obviously the substances, the drinking. She apparently had Winter around people who had affiliations, right? You're picking up what I'm putting down. Also, potentially with weapons. He cannot be around anybody that has any type of affiliations or weapons. And we know, at least I know, some of the people that is involved in that. Also, the San Antonio house where Valet came into play and became the backseat girl and all of that stuff in San Antonio, that house is where Winter was. She was going to hold Winter or have Winter for his her visitation. That house had over $12,000 worth of damage done to that house, as well as affiliated members at that house, along with weapons and other substances. So that was another thing. So there was many things, and again, I read through every single one of them that she broke. She basically broke every order that was put in that she needed to follow. There wasn't one that she followed. And so at this time, John has been granted visitation in Texas. Now, it does not say, at least in the papers that I got, that he has to pay for it. So I'm assuming she's now going to have to pay for that. You guys, 1.3 million likes. You guys are insane. You guys are so amazing. So I think that she's now going to have to pay for that. We did do a poll earlier. Let's do it again. This will be the last poll we'll do, and then I know we have someone waiting. We'll bring them up. So, last poll. It's going to be, hold on. Do we think she will show up in Texas in March for her visitation? Red will be yes, blue will be no. So red, yes, she will show up in Texas for visitation. Blue, no, she will not show up in Texas for visitation. So red or blue. Let's see. Red, she will show up. Blue, not happening. We got 2 more reds so far. Okay, but mostly no. Yeah, I don't think that my vote would be blue. I think so. Hey, love. There she is. Hi, Tesmere. How are you, honey bunny? Okay, so red is no, she will not show up. Or she will show up. Blue is no, she will not show up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. So we'll have to see. We'll have to revisit and see if she's actually going to show up. Hi, KT. Crazy. Okay. We had one person waiting to come up. Okay, so we'll bring Callie up. Oh, we were just, Dana, we were just doing a poll to see if she would actually show up for her visitations. They are not supervised now, but the reason why they're not supervised is because this order was from back in January. So moving, I have a feeling in April, that's when he'll request the supervise. Hey, Callie girl.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Angie. I just want to make it short and sweet. I love what you contribute and I love all your knowledge on the subject of the matter. But yeah, it's coming to a point where my stomach turns seeing all of these come up on her and how she behaves and that she's a mom. I literally could not imagine going to the ends of the earth for my boys. So like, it's crazy to see someone who talks the way she talks about herself in one way and then completely contradicts herself in her actions and what she says about John and all this stuff. It's wild. I it's so hard. Talk about narcissistic when she calls him that all the time. It's crazy. She's like, she can't even see herself anymore. It's like she's completely gone. It's so wild. And it just literally I can't. When they come up on my FYP, I'm like, how do I get them? Like it's so bad. It's a train wreck. Everybody says like you want to see the story because you want to see what's going to happen with Winter, but like it turns my stomach as a mom, and it's just like as a woman. Like she's literally when you called her Chihuahua, that's exactly what she is. She barks so loud because she's so insecure, honestly, about herself that she thinks her mouth is going to get her out of it all because she's so loud. But like when she's called on it, someone needs to call her on it because no one's done that yet. No one's really, really called her on it and like stood in her face and, taken her.
And that's a piece that blows my mind, especially this weekend in Miami.
Yeah.
Just walking around the streets and just getting into people's face and begging people to fight her and just like I just don't understand. The only reason why I can think it didn't happen is I found out that Jack had his whole film crew with him.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, did they not do it because of the film crew? They were afraid they were going to get in trouble. I don't know.
Yeah, but even just after she hit that lady, the way she was talking, I was like, you came from behind. Like, what? It just like, I can't do it. She just it's infuriating to watch, honestly.
Well, and when that happened, so I was like, okay, well, that's a bitch move. How are you going to come behind her and hit? But then when I saw the video where she was putting on the rings and she moved the rings to make sure that she hit a certain. Oh, what's that squeaking? Oh, that's killing my ears. But yeah, I'm shocked that she did not. They have not pressed charges. Whoever that is, I will be shocked if she did. If she needs to get medical attention, I'm assuming that charges will be pending. But I cannot believe they have not yet pressed charges.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm dying to see what this podcast turns out to be too. I can't imagine anything that this lawyer could say would be good. I'm hoping she calls her out on it, but it just doesn't seem like anybody does. It just seems like they tread the fine line and that's it.
Yeah, and it's because she has all these yes people around her. And again, I can't say it enough. If she ever hears anything from me, I wish this would be it.
Yeah.
You're not making yourself a better mom by fighting all the way through. The best thing you could do to be the best mother at this point is say, John, you know what? I'm not in my right frame of mind. I'm not right to be a mom, and I love Winter enough to step away. Will I get help? Will I find me and I get the help that I need? Can you I'll just sign over rights for him right now, but you promise me if by the age of 4 I'm in a better place, can we at least try again? Just take care of Winter for me and let me find myself. That would be a good mom.
That would be a good mom.
But she's not willing to do that.
She's not.
A victim. And
her ego is so big. Her ego is so big, and like everyone says, like her hate for him is higher than her love, greater than her love for her son. Like she just doesn't want to see, like it's her ego. She won't let it happen, and her narcissism. Like she won't let it happen. Right. And that's what's so sad.
Yeah, she wants the family. If I can't have the family, then I'm going to fight you tooth and nail. But honey, you're losing the fight. The fight is over. Like
I love how she says that he's still in love with her, but in honesty, it's vice versa. It's vice versa.
Yeah, and the fight's over because at least for me today, reading the court docs, it showed me what's going to happen in April, because from the information that he filed, that was from January. Look how much more has happened since January.
Right?
If the
Yeah.
judge was able to change all of that from what happened in January, what's going to be when John adds in everything that's happening in February, March, and then even going into April, because we know it won't stop.
Yeah.
I will be shocked if she even gets supervised visits at this
Me
point.
too. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for
You're
adding me
welcome.
in. I love you.
Thanks for popping up. All right, have a good night, love.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Um, can I come on? Oh, do you need help going down?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
um, yep, I got you for just a minute, and then I'm gonna finish up so I can make sure I get the docs up over on YT. I have so many people waiting.
Hey, Miss Angie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to tell you, I absolutely love watching you.
Thank you,
If
love.
I wish I would have found you because this hits so close to home to me. My daughter is now 10. She will be 11 in April.
Mm-hmm.
And I adopted her when she was 4 months old. And this hits
Hold
so
on. I will
close.
recap. You guys. Sorry. I will recap one last time, and then I'm going to put everything up on my YT that we went over today. My mods are putting my YT in there. It's the exact same as this, but I will recap one last time as soon as I'm done here, and then we'll be done for the day. But I will recap one last time. I promise. Okay. Sorry, love. Go ahead.
You're fine. But
Okay.
it hits super close to home to me because, and I've been following this story very closely because, sad to say, my child's biological was the exact same way Bree is.
I'm sorry.
Exact same way. She partying was more important, men was more important, rugs were more important.
Hold on.
So
So I'm sorry, real fast. Christina, what's wrong, love? I think everyone's trying to help. It's going by really fast, and this is the first comment I'm seeing from you. But I have somebody on here, so I'm not able to see what's going on. But if you need help, we're happy to help you. Oh, my YT page. It's the same as here. Angie W 1470. Angie W 1470. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, love.
no, you're fine. But I absolutely know how T TK, excuse me, 2K feels because I had to fight. You know, I I had her to sign her rights. Not one time did she question signing her rights. She didn't care. She partying and guys and I mean she's identical to Bree. Identical. And it's just sad to actually, with me going through it with my daughter and then me sitting here watching it again. It's like it's a replay. And
I can't even imagine how tough that must be, almost like a PTSD. But in the same token, potentially, I don't know, you'll have to tell me. I'm curious now. Is it almost, I'm not sure the right word, but to be able to see it from the other side now, is that helping? Like, how is that making you feel being able to see her side of things since you're watching it through Bree?
well, I kind of knew how she was because technically the bio is my first cousin. So the baby is technically my second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and watching Bree now, it's I caught everything. She don't have to say anything. I know what she's doing, and she don't even have to say it.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I'm so thankful that 2K has got that baby.
Me too.
I'm
He's a
so
phenomenal.
thankful. Because it's got to be hard. Yes, he's young. Mine was young. Like I said, she was only 4 months old. Because actually it started out as she asked me if I wanted to babysit for the weekend. I said yes. My child was born in April. She only had one bottle, no shoes, and on nothing but flannel clothes. So, I know what TK's going through. I know how he feels.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling to know that your child is safe, that your child is taken care of
Yeah.
where he is at, and you're not stressing when he's with her. You know what I mean?
And I think with him, he had to play really, really smart
Right.
because he knew what, eventually found out like what type of mom she was going to be. And so then hearing him get to tell the story later on to me, was so fascinating and interesting. Again, because I've been doing this for 30 years and it's not often we have a young man fight and win any type of custody of a child so young. But for him to know, I knew I had to play her game, right?
Right.
I had to say and do whatever. Okay, you need money? No problem. I got it. I just need, I'll sleep on the floor in the hospital? No problem. I just need to sign the birth certificate, right? That was step number one. I need to be able to first be at the birth, right? Number two, I just need to sign the birth certificate. And then when I think it was Winter was 3 or 5 days old is when she served him with papers, when he served her with papers to start getting visitation, because he knew she wasn't just going to give visitation over.
Right.
For her, it was more of a thing. I think, I can't remember who just said it was right, but it's not just about Winter. It was the package. She wanted the whole package. And if I can't have the whole package, I don't want any of it. But I'm not going to give it to you because I have to be the victim. It's gonna have to make me look out to be the victim. But that's backfiring by what she's doing, and unfortunately, I think she's turned to so much more and harder substances to numb whatever she's just, from the video I played in the beginning of my live when she was with Winter, and she looked so beautiful, and she spoke so calm and peacefully, and could actually like finish a sentence and talk so gracefully.
Right.
Now it's in just months what she's done to her body. It's really, really mind blowing.
And see, my thing is it was a little bit easier for me on my part, because I know this is embarrassing to say, but there was no father on the birth certificate. When we actually went to terminate the rights and all of that good stuff, they asked her about the father. And she said that it was between 1 to 9 men. So we just ran it in the paper. Of course, nobody really looks at the classifieds.
Right.
So that kind of made it easier for me,
Yeah.
because nobody looks at it. But, like I said, it's like I see my child's biological all over again. That everything is, yes, young blood, 1 to 9, yep. And, it just hits home, you know what I mean? It's so close. Because I went through the exact same thing.
I just keep thinking about it. It's just got to be tough, like watching her, knowing that that's what was happening. And so I'm glad that you found me too. Welcome to the fam. We go live over here every night. Sometimes it's serious conversations. Other times we're just laughing and cackling away and just having a good old time. So
I'm in here a lot.
Well, you need to come out the bushes, love. Come out the bushes.
Yeah, I'm in here a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to give my little 2 cents here.
I so appreciate that.
I know where he's coming from, and it's a big relief. I know it's a big relief for 2K to go today and get what he got.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it is very stressful.
Yes, very much so. Great. Well, thank you so much for coming up, and you better be out the bushes from now on. I'll be calling on you just to make sure.
I will, Miss Angie, and I appreciate you letting me hop in the box for a couple seconds. But I kind of felt like that I needed to get that out there. That way, a lot of people know from the standpoint wise, as parent wise, that's went through that, how he feels and how it really feels to be someone like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm really glad that you did, because I think it's important for people to see and hear, all different sides. So I'm really thankful that you came up.
And I greatly appreciate you, Miss Angie.
All right. You're welcome. Have a good night, love.
You too, sweetie.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye bye.
Yes, I will do a final recap now. I definitely just want to say I never really pay attention to to all the different numbers or whatever. So first of all, I just want to say thank you guys having me in the popular live, a featured live. I wish this little thing would go away. And right now we're at the top 20% of something, and and the top. No, wait, what did I say? 5K more for top 10% and 2 fragments. Not, you guys do not have to gift me. I'm just saying that's for us over here. That's huge, because I'm just a little channel. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support that you guys have provided for me today. Okay, so hold on, honey. Around where I live, they be busy. If it's quiet over here and the sirens aren't coming, I'm like, what's happening? Let me check my client. I'm just kidding. Okay. I know, and 1 million likes. You guys are just absolutely freaking amazing. Thank you, Genevieve. Okay, so, recap. Court today was, yeah, you missed the court docs. I'm not going to reread those, because I have to use the bathroom, and it's a lot. But I will upload it onto my YT channel. What time is it? If you guys want to hang out. Oh, thank you, Kayla. Do you guys want me to read them again? If you guys want me to read them again, I will take a quick break. Okay. For you guys, I got you. Just keep tapping. I'm going to put you on pause. I'm just going to use the restroom real fast, and then I will read them again, but just for you guys. Just because I love you so much. Why not? I'll be right back. Just don't go nowhere. Okay. I am back. All right. Here we go. Lotion up. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Again? Wait. Weren't you just up here? You want to come up again? I'm just getting ready to read court docs, or was that old? That might have been an old thing. I love you guys too. Okay, just as a reminder, okay, I'm reading them off of my phone, so I have to blow them up, and it makes it sound like I don't know how to read because I have to skip around. But here we go. We ready? Oh, super fast. Is it gonna be super fast? Because I want to read these. Here we are. Okay, yeah, super fast. Hi, love. Oh, give me a chance to get a gusher in. Hello.
Yes, it's gonna be super fast.
You're good.
I just got on. I usually watch you on night. Um,
Oh.
but I had some work tonight. I just wanted to say, okay, so besides the fact that 2K got this in court, which we are all grateful for, where else do we draw the line, and how do we say, you know what, Bree is trafficking? She is doing some horrible things.
Careful with words.
Sorry.
Careful with words.
Okay.
Careful with words, please.
Okay. They're like, what do we do? Because my daughter will be 25 this year, and I'm just kind of like, what the hell is going on?
We're doing, at least over here, we're doing anything and everything that we can do. There's really not a whole lot else we can do.
And then I hate to say it, I by no means am taking up for Kayla, because I know that if she started that was her issue and whatever to deal with. But where are these girls when Brianna's walking around talking about the racist crap she's talking about?
Right, but I think the difference, again, that's just talking about stuff that we have absolutely no control over. I like to talk about things that we may have that people can learn from. Not that we have a say in, but I like to talk about these certain things because there's a lot of people out there that are going through this exact same thing that don't have somebody that has advice to give. It would be great if we had that situation. I truly believe, because I don't understand how somebody didn't mollywop her myself, but I really think it's because he had his whole film crew there. People are a lot less likely to act upon something when you have an entire film crew, because no one's going to catch a charge just for some little chihuahua that's just yapping for no reason.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So that's just not something that there's nothing else we can do. We've done everything we can do. Trust me. There was a few days I was silent. I tell everybody, if I'm silent, there's a reason I'm silent. That's when you
my main reason
everything
for
I could
asking to come
on my
up,
back end.
my main reason for asking to come up is, what can we do? Because these girls are young. I mean, they're not even 21 years old. Like, I don't know. It's just, as a mother of
That's a conversation we need to have on a different day, though. Not this. We talk about that oftentimes. We've had live streams just for that. I went silent for a few days. Like I said, I was on the phone with a lot of different people out there doing things that I can't talk about. But so yeah,
I'm really proud of you, and I commend you for coming up and always speaking your mind and coming this far, because I've been following you and watching you since the beginning.
Yeah,
so.
Appreciate it. But yeah, join those lives when we're talking about that, and we're rallying and trying to get people together to make more phone calls to the people that. But we can talk about that like tomorrow's live. Come up on tomorrow's live, and we'll talk about that. We'll go into a little more. Today, I want to stay focused on this so I can be done. And
no, I absolutely understand. I work 60 hours a week, so I can only get on when I can.
But I'm going to start join my YT, because I'm going to start putting all of my lives up there, so that way you can stay updated on that information. You can listen to it, whatever. I can put you to sleep.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, love. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye. Okay. Oh wait, do you know? Okay, here we go. Now, as a reminder, this was filed in January. So it does not contain the information, the new information of everything that happened February, March, etc. Okay? Just as a reminder. And John is the petitioner. Bree is the respondent. And then you guys please keep tapping, because when I start reading this, it may happen. If you haven't sent your heart me's yet, you guys, we have 301 family members too. You guys are freaking amazing. I love you guys so much. But I guess just keep commenting and tapping or send little things or just your heart me's, whatever, just to make sure we can try to get through this. But I'll try to do it fast. Okay, here we go. The ex parte relief sought by petitioner, John, January 15, 2015, is set forth below as follows. An order modifying the January 31st stipulation in order to the requirements that respondents' visit occur in Los Angeles, so as the order that respondent shall exercise her 1 week long visitation period in Garland, Texas, where the minor child resides. I somehow get like this warm fuzzy feeling every time I read that, where the minor child resides. I think because she was so set on, no, he's gonna live in California, he's a resident in California, he's gonna be in California. Anyways, B, that the court make a finding that respondent has violated the 1031 orders as to A, the order prohibiting respondent from disparaging petitioner and his family members on social media or allowing third parties to do so. I mean, she violated that. The order prohibiting respondent from disclosing where the minor child Winter's location on social media is. She did that. And the order prohibiting respondent from introducing romantic partners to Winter. Not only did she do that, she legitimately did that the day they left court. On October 31st, remember that's when she was dating the guy from Chicago or whatever, she found out that she could not have, thank you guys for blocking all these bots that are coming in with their nonsense. She found out on October 31st that she could not have Winter around any romantic partners or anybody else. She left court that day with said man and then got Winter. And yes, the judge will look at that very frowned upon. Okay. C, an order prohibiting respondent from discussing any aspects of instant percentage or parentage case on social media, shows it daily, in order that respondent shall be prohibited from consuming or any substances within 12 hours prior or during respondent's parenting time, which she violated. In order that respondent shall not allow any third parties around Winter who respondent knows are consuming or have consumed any substances or within 12 hours prior to or during her parenting time. So even her friends, if they were out partying the night before, her boyfriend, whoever, cannot come around her if they have been utilizing. Thank you so much for subbing. They cannot be around her at all, or around Winter at all, if they're in that 12-hour time frame. In order prohibiting respondent from having access to any pew-pews during her parenting time with Winter, or allowing third parties with access to pew-pews to be around Winter during respondent's parenting time. In order prohibiting respondent from allowing any affiliations, that's a gang of fish, okay? We love the TikTok shop. Or anybody with any felony convictions around Winter during her parenting time. Alternatively, an order shortening something that's crossed out for a hearing on the aforementioned requirements. Okay, so that's basically listing out everything that she broke, which was pretty much the whole thing. Um, okay. This first part, they use a lot of big words and numbers for all the different laws and stuff, so I'm not going to read that again. But basically, order requires respondents' visits to occur in Graceland, Texas, but would also operate as an expansion of respondents' visit as to allow respondent to also exercise visits in Orange, Riverside, or San Diego counties. Wait, what? Hold on. Not only operate. Oh, sorry. That was in the October 31st one. That's what it's saying. Okay. As presently issued, the same Exhibit C reflects the opposite of the ex parte orders sought by petitioner, notwithstanding that the January 15th minute order states that the ex parte is granted, meaning that it'll be only in Texas. Before it was in Texas, what was it, Orange County or whatever, or Riverside. Okay. The ex parte, which is John, request for order filed by petitioner January 15th, set forth the exigent circumstances, I said that wrong, warranting a court order limiting respondents' visit to occur only in Garland, Texas. I don't know why I keep saying Graceland, where the minor child resides. We need to get like a double tap every time I get to say that the child resides in Garland, Texas. Like a double tap. If not corrected, anyways, that's just the whole thing. The numbers again. The court could not have intended to issue an ex parte order liberalizing respondents' visits when such orders were not sought by petitioner's ex parte request for order, nor any response filed by respondents, in quotes. In fact, she filed no response. So not only did she not show up, she filed no response to the order in January or February or March. More. It's just where I live. It's what happens when you live close to downtown in a big city. Just saying. It's the sound of peace. Just kidding. Okay. Let me see. Let me read that again. The court could not have intended to issue an ex parte order liberalizing respondents' visits when such orders were not sought by petitioner's ex parte request for order, nor any response filed by respondent, which is Bree. In fact, she filed no response. But an order liberalizing respondents' visits is also contrary to the existence of the exigent circumstances. They're damn words. Sufficient circumstances must have been shown by petitioner. Otherwise, the court would have been without authority to grant ex parte relief in the first place. The issuance of an FL 305, one that is filled out incorrectly, confirms that the petitioner's ex parte was supported by sufficient. Basically, what all of those, they use big words and a bunch of letters and numbers, right? Basically, what that means is originally, look that bitch. Originally, John had said that he would do visitations in California, and he would pay for that because it was important for him to have his son have his mom in his life. They did not expect that his ears would have issues with flying. That's just part of being a baby. And so that's what they mean by that, that they did not foresee that that would be an issue. It was an issue. He tried to file it and say, hey, can we have them moved? She did not respond. So they did it again. She didn't respond, and so they had their court hearing. So that's basically what all that mumbo jumbo means. Okay, next page. Social media harassment. Recently, respondent has been live streaming herself, coaxing other content creators and anyone online to appear at our custodial exchange in order to squabble with me. Do you guys remember all of the different times she's like, who wants to come? Who's going to be there? It's April 25th. Yeah, I don't care. Look, you guys can all come. You guys can all come. Honey, if we were all going to come there, first of all, we'd be there in support of John and Winter, and we would be there very peacefully, very, very peacefully, sitting outside, giving them their space, and then be there to hand them their flowers when it was all done. No one's going there to fucking squabble up. She listened to Kendrick Lamar one too many times. Anyways, she has no qualms about speaking ill of me and my family online, or inciting violence upon me at the hands of strangers. 22. Respondent had recently gone on TikTok to let other people know that I would be in Los Angeles in January of 2025 for her visitation week, and encouraging him to show up to exchange and threaten me. It doesn't say who the him is, it just says him blacked out. Since October 31st, 2024 stipulation, commencing in late 24 through the first week or two of 2025, I have been bombarded with insults and threats by correspondents and online users that were associated with Bree. They were directly messaging me where they can and hurl insults at me, making comments about me as Winter's father, as an individual. Hold on, I gotta go to new pages. And the effect her connections may have on Winter and his safety. I think there was a block there possibly that went out. She has built a persona online as an instigator. Very true. And someone who enjoys providing viewers with personal, private information as to her current location, the court case, Winter's location, etc. As well, respondent continues to defend and associate with content creators whose fan base thrive off of this drama. Late December 2024, respondent live streamed her friends, known only as Santos, Texas Airbnb location where Winter was spending time with respondent during her visit. During their stay at this Airbnb, respondent and Santos, who is 19 years old, were live on social media and 17. I understand police were called to Ash's property to investigate underage. After respondent Ash and Santos were live, the social media. What? Wait a minute. Let me read that one again. Number 17. I understand police were called to Ash's property to investigate underage drinking. After Bree, Ash, and Santos were live on social media drinking, underage drinking. That's just weird how they put it all out there. Love the TikTok shop. Don't forget to get your Glossmetics, best lip gloss you can get. And the cups are absolutely best. And if you got you a little nugget, get you one too, completely leak proof. I'll put them all up there. They're the best. Okay, let's keep going. Just keep tapping and hearting and anything that will make us not make us get through this last little bit. I was notified by Bree that this same Airbnb would be the place of our custodial exchange in Texas, and where Winter would be staying during respondent's parenting time while Winter recovers from his ear infections. As a result, I was ridden with worry and concern during. Oh, sorry, I skipped number 18. Sorry, here we go. Oh, they're the best. Gabby, you're at the very end, love. But don't worry. I'm going to post it on my YT. You'll be able to see it all. Okay, I missed number 18, and this one is big. This one is important. I got excited about the cup. At the end, if you guys are still here, I will post the links for the cups and the lip gloss for you guys. Okay, ready for this one? Because this one's good. Number 18. More recently, on January 12th, 2025, it was brought to my attention that a separate Airbnb host where Bree and Santos had been staying in San Antonio, Texas, has filed a claim for $12,000 in damages for property damage as a result of their partying. My YT is the same as my name, same as here. If somebody can pin that for me, I would so appreciate you. I was notified by respondent that would be the same Airbnb that would take place for our custodial exchange in Texas, and where Winter would be staying during the respondent's parenting time while Winter recovers from his infection. As a result, I was ridden with worry. Well, I would think so too. If I had to drop my off at a place that had all that partying going on and $12,000 worth of damage, I would be worried too. Okay. Attachment 6. And this is the court's ruling at the end. Okay. Right, but remember, this was filed January 15th. Even if it's dropped now, this was filed back in January 15th, okay? The court finds that respondent has violated the 10/31/24 order as to A, the order prohibiting respondent from disparaging petitioner and his family members on social media or allowing third parties to do so. B, the order prohibiting respondent from disclosing the minor child Winter's location on social media. C, the order prohibiting respondent from introducing romantic partners to Winter. The court orders that respondent shall be prohibited from discussing any aspects, thank you, love, any aspects of the instant parentage case on social media. The court orders that respondent shall be prohibited from consuming, you know what, and rugs within 12 hours prior or during respondent's parenting time. The court orders the respondent shall not allow any third parties around Winter who respondent knows who have been basically the same thing, using, consuming in the past 12. The court orders respondent shall be prohibited from having access to any firearms, having anyone else around that has any firearms, or any felonies. The court orders Bree shall be prohibited from allowing any members with any affiliations, affiliated members or felons around Winter during her parenting time. Since our October 31st, 2024 stipulation, commencing in late 2024 through the 1st of 2025. I've been bombarded with insults, threats, coercion. I'm just kind of skimming through this a little bit. They would directly message me when they can and hurl insults at me. This is John speaking directly. Throw insults at me, making comments about me as Winter's father, as an individual, and as a fellow content creator. On another occurrence, or another occasion, respondent participated in a TikTok live interview with celebrity gossip columnist Perez Hilton. During this interview, she spoke candidly about the details of our court case and our relationship. It is not an exaggeration to say that she expelled tremendous efforts to paint me in a terrible light during this interview. True. Additionally, I recently transferred social media platforms from TikTok to Snapchat as a means to earn income. Around the same time as my transfer, Respondent jump-started a series on Snapchat Shorts to speak ill of me and on yet another platform. Not a day goes by when I am not tagged on social media by her followers. I cannot live my life without hearing about what Respondent's doing online or who she is with. I do my best to ensure that Winter is always provided the same safe and comfortable environment that I provide when he is not in my custody. However, as much as my life revolves around Winter and Respondent's parenting time, I would prefer to not live in a constant fear that someone online with ill intent. I am fully aware of the ramification behind providing online viewers with one's location. Respondent is aware of these Respondent is not aware of these consequences, as she is not new to, and then it cuts off. And then the very last page is basically just says that that she is in direct violation, and that Bree is the respondent, and that Winter is a resident of Garland, Texas. Whoop, whoop. Howdy, cowboy. That's when we needed the cowboy hats. That's what we should have done. Every time I got to say he's a resident of Garland, Texas, cowboy hat. And that his visitation time will now be in Garland, Texas. So that is that. I have read it now twice. Well, howdy, cowboy. Going to Garland, Texas for visitation. Thank you, love. Oh, and again, he's going back to Garland, Texas. You guys are so funny. Ooh, ooh. Going to Garland, Texas. You guys are so funny. You're the best. So that, what a blessing that I can only imagine being 2K and having to go someplace where she has let people know, and she's trying to set you up, and look at all the things that she's going through. I know my voice is hoarse that's a lot of talking even for me. I cannot believe you guys are so freaking amazing. But to go to California, go to a place where you don't know as many people, and go where she's potentially trying to set you up. You just don't know what you're doing. And then you have your child with you. And he always stays the whole time. Right? Because he does work while he's down there. But more importantly, he wants to be right there in case Winter gets sick, because she'll never take Winter to the doctor when he is sick. And the one time when he got so sick is because she flew him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And now 2K's in California and she's in Texas and the baby's sick and she's refusing to take the baby to the doctor. And he's crying because he can't get to his son. So she thinks all is well. She thinks this is going to be a 1 month thing. I hate to tell you, love. Oh, Christy, honey, you're going to have to go to my YouTube. Or my YT. I'm going to upload this on YT because I've been on for 3 hours. I've already read the documents twice and done about 5 or 6 recaps. But I am going to, as soon as I get off, I'm going to upload it onto YT so you guys will be able to see it. Yeah, my goal, again, I mean, I really can't say it enough. I really do want her to change. I hope she changes. It's funny, I get a lot of love. You guys are freaking amazing. I cannot believe I have 1.5 million. Gotta do a cute little picture. 1.5 million likes, and what is this? 312 family members. And we had over 2,000 people watching. You guys are freaking amazing. Love you guys so much. Wait, what was that? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if she shows up. Pin what comment, Harmony? You just said pin my comment. I didn't know what comment you're talking about. There's a lot going on here, love. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so there's just a lot going on. She feels like, Brie feels like this is not going to affect her moving into the next stage. April 25th is when the final court case, custody, move away order is. It 100% is going to affect her. The move away order will be granted, and he is going to get custody. So that is that on that, and I guess we will see. Now tomorrow she does her. You guys are so welcome. Anything for you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. As long as she plays victim, she can't get better. Yeah, she has to want to get better. That's the whole thing. And that's where I've had to learn to kind of step back, right? Because I can't help people that don't want to help themselves. And this is what I was going to say. I get a lot of hate, a lot of DMs, because people feel like since I'm a social worker, I shouldn't talk negatively at all about anybody. And I'm trying to figure out how, as a social... Am I lagging? I feel like I'm lagging. How, as a social worker, am I supposed to ever help anybody if I can't talk about the negative stuff? I have to be able to talk about the negative stuff and help them see that for them to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think, okay, we're going to go ahead and end it because I keep getting these ding-dong yahoos coming in. Hold on. I don't know how I can't even do a comment with a the little bear. I can't even make a comment with a sad or mad emoji face, and these yahoos can come in, these bots with these, look at my naked eggs and baking. They just keep popping up, and that's what keeps doing it. And it took me forever to try to block it. It frustrates me so much when we're legit having serious conversations here. But anyways, I have to be able to have conversations and be legit and real with people in order to help them. But she doesn't want the help. When she wants the help and she's ready for the help, I told her, as much as I can be, I will help you. If not, I'll find you people who want help. But she doesn't want it, and that is that. But I wanted to make sure that I read those to you. I'm now going to get you guys. My mods are chef's kiss. I absolutely love them. So again, I just want to thank you guys again, my mods especially. Thank you guys for being so amazing. Well, you guys had your work cut out for you. I was not in the comments, so I don't know. But I'm not sure if there was a bunch of distaste tonight or if it was just a bunch of love. But I so appreciate you guys. I still can't believe we had over 2,000 people and 1.5 million likes. You guys are amazing. Yes, tomorrow is my court day. And yep, I am going to, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to download it and put it up. It does take a little bit of time, and it's a longer video. I'm going to try to cut it down, and then I'm going to upload that. But it will be up there tonight. And 1.1K shares. Who's the best? You guys are. I should be gifting you guys. You guys are gifting me. I should be gifting you guys. You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh. I love it. I can't wait to get this review. So anyways, let me get off of here so I can get this over to my YT so everybody sees it. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.